Greetings. It's time to calm our minds and bodies and play low F. I'm Kenneth Sribnick, and this is Unit 9 of the Alto Recorder Lessons Project, based upon the Sweet Pipes Recorder book for adults. This serene musical note, low F, requires a gentle wind. Looking at our Unit 9 header, low F is the lowest note that can be played on an alto recorder. Low F occupies the lowest of the 4 spaces on the musical staff. Every finger hole on your instrument is covered and closed, as indicated by the blackened holes on your finger chart. If you gently toot air into your alto, the note is not a difficult one to play, but much of what you will be learning is to anticipate low F's need for less air compared to most of the other notes you can now and will learn to play. Getting ready, let's circle drills 137, 8, and 9, as well as tunes 142, 3, 5, and 6. Looking at the drills, we again see them teaching us how to feel for the jumps between low F and notes further and further away as we progress, which means your breath pressure will be changing back and forth between normal and less than normal as you play. Perfecting the play of 139 prepares you well for the tunes that follow. This is a short lesson, and it might even benefit you to learn to play every melody here. But I'm going to keep our lessons focused again on the melodies I find work as faster stepping stones on your path to proficiency. I think you've seen how much I love the shaker tunes. 142 is a charming, simple melody we could imagine someone humming while working or walking along a road into town. I want to start talking about examining a piece before we start to play. The title and origin we noticed already. They're a starting point. The G clef says it's in or near the range of our alto recorder. The common time C says we'll usually feel 4 beats of some kind in each measure, and our authors have been kind enough to provide breath marks, which will help us feel the phrasing of the melody. Now, if we count a little bit of it, our first playing won't be like walking into a room where the lights are off. Looking at the melody, it goes 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we kind of feel or can anticipate the rhythm pattern we're going into. All we need to add to this is in this never before seen tune are the actual notes we're going to play. If you want to try it on your own, stop the video here for a moment and try playing it. It's a good learning. Just don't be hard on yourself though, as it's a first attempt at sight reading. Each cold reading of new music that you've never seen before will improve your sight reading skills. And that's what we're working on. Now, I'll play the melody for you at speed so you can hear it. But again, you should start out slower at your comfortable speed for a first playing.
Mm-hmm.
page and take a look at 143. Investigate a piece as we just described, looking at its title and origin and time signature. Count the first 4 measures. Do that now. I'll wait. How did you do? Many times, tunes from the British Isles have melodies that fall easily to the fingers, letting them be repeated many times as dance tunes. Though this is a Scottish melody, and I hope any Scots out there will forgive me, thinking about all the Irish music that we hear, that kind of sound may give your playing a flavor close to what this tune calls for. I wish we had someone Scottish to correct anything I'm doing wrong. Again, hoping for some Scottish forgiveness, I'll play the tune for you. You do it, but again, keep it at your comfort speed. A good number of people think The Ash Grove, number 145, is an American folk song. But this Welsh melody traces back as far as 1665. The tune appears in the Beggar's Opera in 1728, which we discussed in Lesson 5. I did find a printed copy from 1802, when it was published with an additional name of Llewellyn On, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, in the Bardic Museum as harp music by Edward Jones. What all this says is that the melody is just so good that it's repeatedly been reused by different composers. I was lucky enough to study music theory with Anna Ext, who taught me that fine melody is the rarest and most sought-after thing in music. Beethoven set this melody for voice and piano as his opus 108, number 7, titled Bonnie Laddie. I think of finding it here as a gift from our author-musicologist, William E. Hederick. Here we go. I'll play it for you. There are some things to note about the form. I did play the A section a second time, if you noticed. You play this piece from the beginning to the repeat mark in the middle of line 2. You repeat that initial portion and then continue to the end where you see printed DC al fine, which is Italian for from the beginning to the word fine, or finish. So you'll again start at the top and stop at the word fine printed above the repeat mark in the middle. So to be clear, The form is AABA. You are becoming a musician. Don't doubt me. Watch this. Look at the shaker tune, number 146. You're ready to play outside the box, outside of common time and waltz time. 5/4 time, a time signature found in some of the most interesting music that's been written, including Dave Brubeck's jazz tune Take 5. Da 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 wam da da dum bum da da dum bum da 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 dum bum 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 da da dum bum ba da dum bum. Now I don't want to get too jazzed up because we're going to play a gentle shaker hymn that's also in 5/4. Using my same 5 fingers, let me count our shaker tune for you. 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3. Da 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 da. Da 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 5, 1, 2, 3 5, 1, 2, 3 5, 1, 2, 3. Now, what you may need is to tap your foot on beat 4, so you have something to fill the space. Now I'm going to play the tune for you. It has a very nice balance if you play the repeat on section B in particular. There you go. Before we go to our closing duet, I'd like to mention the recorder I've been playing in this and the lesson just before. Towards the end of Book 1, students start investigating the world of wooden recorders and becoming fearful of making an expensive mistake. There are all these videos online comparing this wood to that wood and this maker to that maker. In the end, you really can't tell much unless you're listening through a really good pair of amplified headphones. The speaker in your smartphone is just not up to the task. Also not up to the task is the microphone that most people who make videos are recording with. A Boxwood recorder, like the one I've been using, is the iconic instrument for playing with other people. Boxwood has a warm and friendly voice that blends well with other instruments. Just remember though, nothing will beat your having an experienced player helping you to audition instruments in person, either in a early music store or a gathering of players, or sent to you by a vendor to play for a week or so and evaluate. Just don't feel rushed into getting a wooden instrument. I hope to tell you about different woods that I have purchased and that I enjoy, and kind of what they're used for, like I mentioned about the boxwood. I think that's very important. When you are looking for an instrument, you're looking for how it plays in the upper register, how it plays in the lower register, in other words, the extremes, to see that it's a quality instrument. The voice of the instrument you're most of the voice of the instrument, and then the rest of it is the wood. They do have different characteristics. Again, I'll go into that in future lessons for you. On page 44, number 192, Stowey has both voices labeled as playable for Unit 9. Did you hear me playing it at speed as the opener for this lesson? We don't know how far back the tune goes, but it was collected in the English countryside in 1905, about 30 miles from the town of Stowey in England. In 1931, the famous English composer Ralph Vaughan Williams harmonized the tune as a children's hymn titled "When a Knight Won His Spurs." The words are cute. When a knight won his spurs in the stories of old, he was gentle and brave, he was gallant and bold. With a shield on his arm and a lance in his hands, for God and for valor, he rode through the land. No charger have I, and no sword by my side, yet still to adventure and battle I ride. Though back into Storyland giants have fled, and the knights are no more, and all the dragons are dead. When you play this, remember your speed control to keep it comfortable. It's in 3/4 time, in C with no accidentals to watch out for. I'll count you in with you taking the upper voice the first time through and immediately repeating with you on the lower voice that second time. Well, just for fun, let's do that all twice. So without stopping, you'll play the upper, the lower, then the upper and the lower again. I'll be here listening and watching for a very appreciated thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in Unit 10. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2.